On May 2, 2022, during a live satellite feed from the Soha Observatory focused on the Sun, viewers witnessed the appearance of a massive black cube next to our star. A scientist involved in the Soha project quickly claimed, without hesitation, that the black cube was simply a visual glitch, apparently caused by a data transmission error. In this case, researchers argue, the Soha satellite and other NASA telescopes must be performing terribly, as such glitches have occurred regularly in their operations. For example, in this image, there's a round object that appears to be drawing plasma from the Sun. Or other black cubes, similar to those seen in the 2022 observations. In this footage, the silhouette of a giant rectangular object appears within a solar flare. This collection of photos taken by the Soha Space Observatory shows the flight of an unidentified object deep within our galaxy. But there's no smoke without fire. Today, there is an abundance of photos and videos documenting extraterrestrial activity. NASA even hired religious experts from the renowned Princeton University to conduct a study on how humanity would react to news of intelligent life on other planets. The program's budget exceeded $1 million. Additionally, declassified documents related to strange flying objects are regularly published in the United States. Over the past 2 years, the U.S. Department of Defense has actively created special agencies and committees dedicated to monitoring UFOs. On June 10, 2022, NASA announced the launch of a project aimed at investigating UFOs as part of a new scientific direction. The space agency formed an independent team of experts to try and explain the origin of objects observed by military personnel and astronomers, as well as those reported by civilians. Is the race for extraterrestrial technology already underway? Meanwhile, over on the asteroid Ryugu, more than 20 types of amino acids were discovered. The samples were collected and delivered to Earth by Japan's Hayabusa spacecraft in late 2020. Amino acids are absolutely crucial for the development and sustenance of life to exist, so this discovery could provide a truly compelling argument that life on Earth may, in fact, have extraterrestrial origins. It's not out of the question that forms of life exist beyond Earth, and possibly even other intelligent ones in our vast universe. So, we shouldn't be skeptical about reports of UFO sightings, and even the discovery of fragments from crashed craft. It's hard to believe, but every single year, more and more people claim to have been abducted by aliens, and they even provide what they say is evidence. For example, Lily Nova, a resident of St. Louis, USA, claims that she regularly communicates with blue-skinned aliens who impart knowledge on what humanity should strive for. Commander of a fighter jet squadron, David Fravor, who served in the U.S. Navy for 18 years, asserts that during military exercises, his group regularly observed UFOs. For 2 weeks, the military tracked these strange objects in the sky. There were about a dozen of them. The objects descended from an altitude of 80,000 feet. They hovered for a while, moved away, and then reappeared after 3 to 4 hours. These mysterious objects baffled the U.S. military. They even seriously discussed the possibility of an alien base near the area where ship and aircraft crews train. This shocking theory was supported by another incredible encounter during a combat patrol. David Fravor personally encountered a UFO. The water was perfectly calm, with no whitecaps from waves. It was truly one of those ideal days in San Diego. Then he and his partner saw the water bulging. This happens when waves crash against an underwater mountain. But from the water, a massive object began to rise. They heard a whistling sound. This unusual sight immediately captured their attention. David Fravor gave chase to the strange object, which moved in erratic zigzags, sharply changing direction, something no known technology can do. The UFO was moving incredibly fast, and when he got closer, it suddenly turned. The chase began. They descended, but the UFO quickly ascended. He then decided to make a maneuver and dove the nose of his plane into the spot where the UFO's path should have been. in an attempt to get closer. But as soon as he did that, the object accelerated dramatically. This happened in 1 second, and then it suddenly disappeared, as if it dissolved into the air. And this is not a story from a pilot that can be dismissed as a figment of his imagination. The unusual object chasing David Fravor was captured by several ground services tracking flights. This area has been the site of mysterious phenomena before. For instance, glowing objects have shot out of the water at incredible speeds. Here's another mystery. Take a look at these frames. A bright green glow frightened a group of people relaxing on a beach in Miami. Who is this mysterious guest hiding in the depths of the ocean? Although there are hundreds of thousands of similar testimonies, skeptics believe that, in their opinion, most of these photos and videos are fakes, created using editing software. There's even a joke that the spike in UFO sightings coincided with the rise of these editing programs. But not everything is so straightforward. In the archives of the Costa Rican Institute of Geography, there's a photograph dated 1971. The photo was taken by a pilot flying over the jungle. In it, a large metallic disc is clearly visible, hovering beneath the aircraft. Before dismissing any testimony that doesn't fit the usual worldview, remember that our ancestors' perception of reality was vastly different from today's. In the 6th century BC, people believed the Earth was flat until Pythagoras suggested it was spherical. Before Copernicus and Galileo, Earth was considered the center of the universe. Yet some researchers believe that parts of our reality are intentionally hidden from us. In March of 2018, scientists made a shocking statement. They claimed that microorganisms and bacteria inhabit the clouds of Venus. And that's astonishing because Venus has one of the harshest climates known. Venus's atmosphere consists of clouds of sulfuric acid, and at its lower boundary, 50 kilometers above the surface, the average temperature is 65 degrees Celsius. Nevertheless, scientists believe life could exist under such extreme conditions. For example, on Earth, bacteria that feed on sulfur thrive in the hot geysers of Hokkaido Island and the boiling springs of the Yellowstone volcano. Some microorganisms thrive at temperatures of up to 70 degrees. Certain bacteria on Earth can withstand significant levels of radiation.